Lord, Madam, I have fed like a farmer, I shall grow as fat as a porpoise. It may pass for a maxim in state, that the administration cannot be placed in too few hands, nor the legislature in too many. I with borrowed silver shine. What you see is none of mine. First I show you but a quarter, like the bow that guards the Tartar. Then the half, and then the whole, ever dancing round the pole. When a man is made a spiritual peer, he loses his surname, when a temporal, his Christian name. For in that universal call, few bankers will to heaven be mounters. They'll cry, ye shops, upon us fall. Conceal and cover us, ye counters. When other hands the scales shall hold, and they, in men's and angels' sight, produced with all their bills and gold, weighed in the balance and found light. All pretenses of foretelling by astrology are deceits, for this manifest reason, because the wise and learned, who can only judge whether there be any truth in this science, do all unanimously agree to laugh at and despise it, and none but the poor ignorant vulgar give it any credit. In like manner, the disbelief of a divine providence renders a man incapable of holding any public station, for, since kings avow themselves to be the deputies of providence, she s no chicken, she s on the wrong side of 30, if she be a day. 'Tis happy for him that his father was born before him. I hope you will be ready to own publicly, whenever you shall be called to it, that by your great and frequent urgency you prevailed on me to publish a very loose and incorrect account of my travels, with directions to hire some young gentleman of either university to put them in order, and correct the style, as my cousin Dampier did, by my advice, in his book called A Voyage Round the World. I've often wished that I had clear, for life, £600 a year, a handsome house to lodge a friend, a river at my garden's end, a terrace walk, and half a rood of land set out to plant a wood. Punning is a talent which no man affects to despise, but he that is without it. The most ignorant person, at a reasonable charge, and with a little bodily labor, might write books in philosophy, poetry, politics, laws, mathematics, and theology, without the least assistance from genius or study. In oratory, the greatest art is to hide art. Books, like men their authors, have no more than one way of coming into the world, but there are 10,000 to go out of it, and return no more. By the laws of God, of nature, of nations, and of your country you are and ought to be as free a people as your brethren in England. We have an intuitive sense of our duty. He that calls a man ungrateful sums up all the veil that a man can be guilty of. A child will make 2 dishes at an entertainment for friends, and when the family dines alone, the fore or hind quarter will mock ye a reasonable dish, and season with a little pepper or salt, will be very good boiled on the fourth day, especially in winter. In all I wish, how happy should I be? Thou grand deluder, were it not for thee? So weak thou art that fools thy power despise, and yet so strong, thou triumphest o'er the wise. Your onions should be thoroughly boiled. Just get the right syllable in the proper place. This is every cook's opinion. No savory dish without an onion. But lest your kissing should be spoiled, your onions must be fully boiled. Triumphant Tories and desponding Whigs forget their feuds and join to save their wigs. Bread is the staff of life.